it's just insane just how crazy some of these modern cards have been going. Sup, YouTube, Vintage here. Today we're going to take a look at some modern cards and their surges in prices lately. Let's take a look at the Moonbryon. This is the one everyone's talking about from the Evolving Skies. Some of these, like, PSA graded, like 9s even, have been selling for $1,000, which is crazy for a modern card. By the way, the pop report on this, like, for PSA with 10s is over 10,000. Absolutely crazy. Like, they've printed so much, but these cards just keep going up. And people just keep buying them at these prices. Like, they could literally, you know, be $5,000, $10,000, $50,000. People would still be saying, "Oh, it's undervalued. It's only gonna go up. It's gonna go to infinity." Really? This isn't a particularly rare card, for one. Two, the only reason that these cards have been able to see such drastic gains is because you've got, like, what, 100,000, 200,000, 500,000 YouTubers, Instagrammers, TikTokers telling all their followers, "Hey, go invest in Pokemon. Oh, go take out credit to buy modern Pokemon cards." Like, I understand taking out credit to buy vintage. I highly recommend taking out lines of credit to buy vintage cards, because the vintage cards are really good investments that are only going to go up because they're rare. People cracked those. Everyone cracked vintage boxes because, like, yeah, obviously there were people that saw those as investments even back in the 90s and early 2000s, but they were a minority. It wasn't like millions and millions and millions of investors just, like, buying up all the boxes and, like, storing them in their closets or their bank vaults. It wasn't like that. It was a few Garys in the world. The King Pokemon guy that went on Pawn Stars? Those guys were the exceptions. Now, the people who are buying up boxes, they're the rule. And because of that, like, there are millions and millions of unopened boxes just sitting in people's closets of, like, Evolving Skies, of, Team Up. Team Up's, like, over $2,000 now, which is absolutely insane for a modern pack. They came out in 2019. A modern box being, like, over 2K was unheard of just 5 years ago. Like, if you told someone in 2019 that any modern set would be over 2K, let alone over 1K, they would think you're insane. They would legitimately think you are out of your mind. Like, you need to take your pills at that point. But guess what? We're seeing this with Team Up. We're seeing Evolving Skies. It's 700. Probably going to hit 1K in the near future. Because you know what? 8-brain investors say, "Line go up! Me buy! Line go up!" Yo. It's insane. You got people that just, they don't care about the fundamentals. They don't care about the rarity. They don't care how much demand there is, like, actual demand, not like, YouTubers and influencers dogpiling on each other and telling all their, like, teenage to, like, 20-something-year-old followers to invest in modern cards. Like, what? Yeah, of course they're gonna go to the moon when you got millions upon millions of followers of these hundreds of thousands of influencers. It's literally like crypto at this point. It's literally crypto. Because you're literally seeing, like, the same type of thing. Like, with crypto, where you got all these influencers that are like, "Oh, well, Bitcoin is worth, like, over 50 almost 70K at this point at the time of filming this video. So you gotta buy, you know, Floki Shiba Doge, whatever meme coin there is, whatever doggy there is. You gotta buy like 50,000 worth of whatever dog meme coin there is, and you're gonna be rich. You're gonna retire tomorrow if you buy these meme cryptos. And that's what, all these people are saying, all these influencers. And it's the same thing with this modern trash. Like, you can't compare it to Baseset or, Neo Destiny, which is one of my favorites. Like, Neo Destiny, there's a good reason why these cards have gone to the moon and beyond. They're rare as shit. They are actually, like, rare as shit. There's a reason why, like, a regular hollow Dark Typhlosion, which, by the way, was in a precon, but there's a good reason that this card is as much as it is. Because even the precon was rare as fuck. You literally can't say that about your modern Evolving Skies card, or modern team-up cards, or whatever it is. Every Sword and Shield box, and every, like, Sun and Moon box has gone insane. Like, look, Killing Rain, this was, like, what, an $80 box for the longest time, and then, like, last year it started, like, climbing a bit. And now you're seeing it, like, break 200. By the way, this set is absolute garbage. Like, until recently, it was like this Blaziken was like the only money card in the set. But then you see stuff like, this Moltres. It was what, like, okay, this Moltres was money, but like, still, like, the pull rates on these cards, on these special art cards, are crazy. And even then, like, they aren't. Even with how crazy the pull rates are, they aren't, like, rare cards. Like, they've made so many of these boxes. There's literally, no reason other than the hundreds of thousands of Dogpile, Pokemon card, Lorcana One Piece investment influencers that these cards would be worth, like, a fortune. Like, you literally have people, like investment influencers that are like, oh, buy like 50,000 plus worth of this modern set, and you're gonna be a millionaire. You're gonna be a multi-millionaire. And Ape Brain with the Ape been going up, line go up, me invest. It's crazy. It's insane. And if you think Pokemon's bad, go take a look at One Piece. Pokemon ain't got nothing. Modern Pokemon ain't got nothing on One Piece. You look at the manga. This, by the way, is like a 6-month-old card. It came out last December. Buh. This card's 3K. That's insane. In the box of this set? Buh. It's a 24-pack box. So, realistically, the MSRP should be like $80. You're paying triple MSRP for this set. And this is with, like, all the One Piece sets, by the way. And because of that, the game has become, like, ridiculously expensive to play. Because every box is triple MSRP out the gate. Literally. And they're not even, like, that underprinted. But the thing is, with One Piece boxes, one thing you gotta know, or at least I've been told this by reliable sources, that Bandai is not actually short printing these, but it's also not like, armchair 18 to 24-year-old investors who are buying up, like, pallets of One Piece like they're with Pokemon. What's going on with One Piece is actually even more insane, where you have distros that are just sitting on product, and then, they're artificially keeping them scarce, so the price just rockets. And that's literally what's going on with One Piece cards. It's absolutely wild out there. And then you got Lorcana. Like, honestly, Lorcana feels like it's going to be another, like, MetaZoo situation. Like, I'm not gonna lie, where, well, maybe not. Honestly, it's Disney, so it could be another MetaZoo situation. But honestly, I feel like Lorcana, because it's Disney, could end up becoming another One Piece, where like the fifth set or something comes out. Because like when sets 2 through 4 were coming out with One Piece, um, they were actually kind of in a downturn. But then OPO5, Awakening of a New Era, comes out, and everything just goes to the moon. It was crazy. Like, look, when they were pre-selling, they were down because sets 2 through 4 there was a bit of a down era. So that might be what happens with Lorcana. Like, you have 4 sets so far of Lorcana, and it's kind of like that where 2 through, the first chapter, which was the first set, was like OPO1, the first One Piece set, and then 2 through 4 were not as investable. Maybe set 5 of Lorcana is going to be an Awakening of a New Era, where it just rockets the price of this of these cards. It's going to just be insane. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be another MetaZoo, actually, because Disney, a bit more iconic than generic cryptids that have like rip off Pokemon art. It's wild with these modern cards. I don't know what's gonna happen. Like, maybe like they actually are just gonna perpetually go up and up and up, and like the rarity is not even gonna matter anymore because you're just gonna have like so many people investing in these that it's literally gonna be like cards are just gonna become as mainstream of investments as crypto. Like, honestly, is the direction we're heading in now. Or it could honestly just all implode and everyone could just go like put their money in the actual rare vintage cards. But we don't know. The card investment market has really been growing with like modern Pokemon seeing unprecedented gains, One Piece, Lorcana. The fact that people unironically leverage debt to get into MetaZoo, like, that speaks volumes. And there definitely are a lot more people than like ever before that like don't actually give a fuck about the hobby, that are just like essentially using cards as a get rich quick scheme. And it's it's an interesting thing going on where modern cards really, even though I still think they're trash personally, I think that it's unsustainable, just the amount of influencers around, getting all their followers to buy insane amounts of modern product. But maybe like it's just going to continue to just perpetually grow. But my opinion personally, modern is still trash. Buy vintage. Neo Destiny to the moon. Honestly, Neo Destiny first ed packs at 1100 still undervalued. Like, you don't know how rare this shit is. Like, I would honestly, any day, rather spend 1100 on this than 1100 on packs of Team Up or Evolving Skies or any Sword and Shield, Sun and Moon, Scarlet Violet era set. Like, soon Scarlet Violet era sets are going to be going absolutely insane, but who knows? Maybe I'm wrong and everything's just going to perpetually go up, and this is literally going to be like the most successful investment in history, modern trading cards.